Hello friends, welcome back. In the previous video we discussed about the vertebrobasilar system or the posterior blood supply of the brain. Now in this video we are discussing about the anterior system or the carotid system of the blood supply of the brain. So let's focus on our lecture. So anterior, or let me write it as the carotid blood supply of brain. Clear friends? Carotid blood supply of our brain. Okay, let me clear it first. Friends, we have our aorta here. From aorta there are two branches, right common carotid and left common carotid, right? From aorta there are three branches as we know, but we are as we are discussing about the carotid system of the blood supply of the brain, so we will mention not all those branches. So from aorta there are two branches, those are called common carotid arteries. As the common carotid arteries are going up, they cross the carotid sinus and they bifurcate into internal carotid arteries and external carotid arteries. So external carotid arteries, as we know, they are coming externally to the facial region, and then internal carotid arteries enter to the foramen magnum, and they enter to the cranial cavity, right? So as we know, there are two carotid arteries, so right and left internal carotid arteries both enter to the cranial cavity. Now what happens there? Let's see. Okay friends, first of all I will draw a very simple diagram and mention all those arteries, then we will combine both the system and will provide blood supply to the brain, right? So friends, as this is our right common carotid, left common carotid, and this one is the right common carotid. Okay, when both of them enter to the cranial cavity, so on both sides this artery enters to the carotid sinus, right, or carotid foramen. This is our carotid foramen. For example, this one is also carotid foramen. So let me write those foramina also. This is carotid foramen on this side also, right? So this artery moves up and turns like this, and this one also moves up and turns little like this, right? So they enter, they move up again, they move up little up again, and they exit of another foramen, right? They exit out of another foramen, and this foramen is called the foramen lacerum. Foramen lacerum, right friends? So these foramen are important, that's why I am mentioning foramen, carotid foramen and foramen lacerum, right friends? Okay, when both of them are coming little up, they turn like this and then move like this. Clear? This one also, right? Like this, right? So look carefully. This branch is going in that way on the right side, and this branch is going on the left side laterally, right? So these arteries are called the middle cerebral artery. As this one, I am standing like this one on the left side, so this one is the left and this one is the right middle cerebral artery and left middle cerebral artery. Now look, at this point it becomes like this also, right? So branch is coming anteriorly and laterally. Clear friends? Branches are coming also anteriorly also, and mention these arteries also. The branches are coming anteriorly right? So these are called the anterior cerebral arteries. Clear? These two branches which come anteriorly, as you know, from the carotid arteries, these branches went laterally. These are called laterally. So these are called the middle cerebral arteries, right? Then here two branches are like this. So they are called the anterior cerebral arteries. Clear, friends? So both of them are the anterior cerebral arteries. In the middle there is a communicating artery. So this is called the anterior communicating artery. Clear, friends? Okay. Let us show this diagram laterally. Let's focus on our carotid system from lateral side, right? Friends, this one is, as I am standing like this and you are looking me from the lateral side. So this is the lateral view. Clear? Friends, this one is the internal carotid artery. As it moves up like this, okay, and moves up and becomes like this. Clear? The previous diagram was from anterior view. This artery in the previous diagram was on the lateral side, right? And in this diagram you are looking like this. So you are looking, this artery is now the anterior artery, right? So this artery is called the anterior cerebral artery, right, friends? Let me show. This one is internal carotid artery, right? The internal carotid artery entered to the carotid foramen, right? Then it pierced and exited of, yes, foramen lacerum. Clear, friends? Okay, it moved anteriorly. This is called the anterior cerebral artery, and at this point there was that artery which in the previous diagram you saw, and that was the middle cerebral artery. So this one is the middle cerebral artery. Clear? This one is our middle cerebral artery. Clear, friends? Middle cerebral artery, anterior cerebral artery. Now look carefully. This will be, for example, this is on the right side. Now let me draw also on the left side. For example, this one will be our blood supply on the left side. Right, friends? On the left side. Now this one is left middle cerebral artery. This one is right middle cerebral artery. This one is also anterior cerebral artery. Now look carefully. What happens? Here is an artery which communicate both of them. Right? Here is an artery which communicate the right and left anterior cerebral arteries. This artery communicates both of them, right? So this one is called the anterior communicating artery. Anterior communicating artery. Oh, clear, friends? This is the blood supply from the anterior, for the anterior aspects of the brain, right? What is that, friend? There is carotid arteries moving up, then become anteriorly. So this is anterior cerebral artery. Cerebrum, as we know, there is cerebrum. So there is anterior cerebral arteries. From here there are two branches. These are called the lateral cerebral or the middle cerebral arteries. Both of them, both of the anterior cerebral arteries are united together by a communicating artery. Clear, friends? So this was a very simple diagram. Now let me combine the anterior blood supply and the posterior blood supply and see a very special point that is called the circle of Willis. Right friends, that is a very important point in the blood supply of the brain. Now look. Friends, from our previous diagram, we know that there was right and left vertebral arteries, clear friends, and both the vertebral arteries fused together, and they made the basilar artery. Both the vertebral arteries fused together and they made the basilar artery. Now this is our basilar artery. This is the carotid system, this is the vertebro-basilar system, right? So, this was our anterior spinal artery, right? From here a branch, these were the posterior inferior cerebellar arteries. Then there was a branch and these were, yes, posterior inferior cerebral arteries, and then there were small branches, and these branches were the pontine arteries, clear, pontine arteries, and then there was branch, and this branch was called the anterior superior cerebellar artery, right friends? And you know well that when the basilar artery is moving up, it bifurcates like this, right? And these two arteries are the posterior cerebral arteries, clear friend, posterior cerebral arteries. Now look carefully, this is the right or the left anterior cerebral artery, this one is the right anterior cerebral artery, both of them are communicated by a anterior communicating artery. Now look, here is a branch coming like this, and this branch is communicating the anterior system to the posterior system, and on the left side also. On the left side also, right? So from here up to here like this system. This was anterior communicating artery. These are the posterior communicating arteries. Posterior communicating arteries. Right? These posterior communicating arteries are communicating the carotid system to the vertebro-basilar system. Right friends? This one is the carotid system or anterior system, and this one is the vertebro-basilar system. Vertebro-basilar system. Clear friends? So vertebro-basilar system and the carotid system, both of them are communicated or joined together by the posterior communicating arteries. Now look, here is a very special circle form. Now look here, I will show this circle. This is our anterior cerebral artery, this right and left, these two anterior cerebral arteries. Now both of them are communicated through anterior communicating artery. Clear friends? Okay, here was our basilar artery, and this artery was bifurcating into two arteries, and these two arteries are called the posterior cerebral arteries, right? So these posterior cerebral arteries and these anterior cerebral arteries are communicated by these posterior communicating arteries. Now by the communication of these anterior system and posterior system, here is a circle formed, and this circle is called the circle of Willis. Circle of Willis. Right friends? Okay, this was our carotid system, and this was our vertebral system. Now let us see this in this sketch. Clear friends? As you know, I had explained this posterior system. Now this is our anterior system or the carotid system. Okay, let me hold it firmly. As you know, this sketch is made from the electric wires, right? This is our brain. on this side, this is anterior side, this is posterior side, right friends? So look, a very simple sketch. This is vertebral system. I have explained it in the previous video. Now this is the carotid system. Right and left carotid arteries. Right and left carotid arteries entering to the brain, entering to the cranial cavity. Now they give branches. These branches are anterior cerebral arteries. Clear? And these are the middle cerebral arteries. Clear? Middle cerebral arteries. Let's move from the basic. Right and left carotid artery, anterior carotid and anterior cerebral arteries on both sides, middle cerebral arteries. Clear? And look here. Clear? Vertebro-basilar system, carotid system. Anterior communicating artery, posterior communicating arteries. This point is the circle of Willis. Clear friends? So I hope you got something from our video. Clear friends? Don't forget to subscribe our channel. Thank you so much.